even in our lives, most things are not moving as it should be because we don't have the right relationship in place. You see, you also notice in the Bible when Jesus told Adam and Eve, he says, be fruitful. And notice he say that only when Eve was in the picture. When Adam was alone, right? He never said be fruitful. Yeah. So he said be fruitful within the context of relationship. Yeah. So it means relationship are the basis for producing fruit. It means if there are no fruits being produced in your life, it's a sign of lack of relationship somewhere. Everybody, welcome back, Boys to Man. Wow, what a journey it's been so far.
It's been really a journey, you know. So today we are actually shooting the second episode.
Time's flying. Hey, we're already on
flies so fast, so fast, And there's something that we just wanted to rectify. It's actually from boys to men, not just boys to men, So keep that in mind and make sure
absolutely.
I can carry on.
True. So from boys to man, welcome once more. Today we're actually cooking a very interesting topic. It's a
nice one.
Wow, it's really one of those topics where I know we all know about it, but we haven't really dived into the makings of this, how to navigate through these specific topics. Today's topic, 3, 2, 1, is who is my friend?
Yeah.
Wow.
Who's your friend? Who's your friend? Because at the end of the day, you need to actually, how can I say, structure your destiny by who surrounds you. You need to choose right.
It's amazing because we use this word loosely. Hey, you're gonna, hey, my friend, how's it? Like, everywhere we go, oh, my friend. But it's actually got a very deep meaning into it. It signifies a lot of things. Who do you call your friend? Can you really sit down and be like, who is really my friend? I'm not speaking about the people you know. Can you actually count and be like, who is my friend? And if you can count that, by what criteria do you actually choose people to be your friend?
Yeah,
I mean, if you're separating different people, who can you say is your friend? What criteria do you use to determine who is your friend?
Yeah, true. And the other aspect also is to look at also. Not just to keep, to not brag about you have a lot of friends, you need to also have friends with quality,
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
Not just for you to get to a point whereby you say, I have so many friends, I have friends there and there, The older you get, the numbers will decrease, So,
that's the thing. You see, so there's this saying that we use, quality over quantity. So it's amazing. There's actually a scripture in the Bible. It's in the book of Ruth. Okay, so Naomi had lost the husband and the 2 sons, but now Ruth came with her, and she became like her daughter. There's a part in the Bible that he says Ruth was to Naomi more than 7 sons. Just imagine. So it means one person had the quality of more than 7 people.
Yeah, just imagine.
That's deep. So it means you could have one friend, but that friend can be equal to knowing 100 people because the quality they possess is way more than quantity.
Yeah, just by actually him speaking, we can see that it doesn't matter that you just have to be really siblings or close anyhow. Friends, it's someone that sticks even closer than the brother. I believe that is a verse that says it's also in the Bible.
Yes.
So you really see it at that extent, that friends are really people that you need to really choose right. They play a big role for your destiny, for your lifetime, the struggles and everything. So you need to really choose right. Yeah.
Absolutely. So now I just want to break it down a little bit because when we speak about friendship, it still falls within the context of relationship because remember, relationships are broad, all right? And one of the dimensions of relationship is friendship. Now, relationship is so important. We really got to get this. Nothing in this world works without relationship. As a matter of fact, you can buy a beautiful TV, smart TV with all the features, right? And then you bring it inside the house, you put it there on the table. You know, you don't plug it into anything. It will be useless. You just have a nice screen sitting there. But now the moment you plug it into something, so in other words, the moment it becomes connected to something, like in a relationship with something, then you're able to gain the benefit or the usage of that TV. So we understand that even in our lives, most things are not moving as it should be because we don't have the right relationship in place. You see, you also notice in the Bible when Jesus told Adam and Eve, he says, be fruitful. And notice he say that only when Eve was in the picture. When Adam was alone, right? He never said be fruitful. So he said be fruitful within the context of relationship. So it means relationship are the basis for producing fruit. So it means if there are no fruits being produced in your life, it's a sign of lack of relationship somewhere. And Jesus even speaks about it. He says, abide in me, and you, and see, if you abide in me, you shall bear more fruit.
Yeah, true.
So you see, so it means relationship are that crucial, you know. And just to add this part as well, do you know that going to heaven or hell, it's on the basis of relationship?
Yeah, that's so true. That's really
that's
a deep one. That's
so it's
really
not
true.
about not about doing right or doing wrong. No, it's relationship. So it means when you're about to enter the gate of heaven, you know, this is just me creating a scenario. Check who are you in a relationship with? Oh, you're in a relationship with Jesus. It's not that you did good or you. No. It's relationship that's gonna get you to heaven.
Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. And if I have to add actually something along the biblical way, you know, if we look at the best relationship that we see, Jonathan and David, you know,
absolutely.
Jonathan to get to the point of removing his garment and giving it to David, which was his friend. That means that he saw potential inside David. You know, it's only your true friend that will be able to see something that is great in you and make you achieve it. You know, you see that Jonathan actually did his best to actually make David also reach to his fullest potential.
Absolutely.
You know, so there's some friends that you meet that will not actually see that credit of you. They'll only see the benefit for themselves, and they will not help you to actually meet your full potential. So you see that's how deep a friendship is. Relationship.
That's the thing. Even God says it. It is not good for a man to be alone. You see, it's amazing that we only use it in the context of marriage, but it's really applicable to any context within in a person's life. Take a person and isolate them, right? You see, they'll begin to deteriorate. I remember when I was still in varsity, you know, I really had a very tough or challenging journey in my varsity. For your information, I did a 3-year degree in 8 years.
That's a deep one. 3-year degree in 8 years.
3-year degree in 8 years. So it means some of the people we started with got PhD.
Yeah, man, I need to salute you for that, man. I need to salute you for that. That's a long journey at the same time.
Imagine, you know, so some people started, they got PhD by the end of that 8 years, and I was just getting a degree, you know, so it was crazy. So I noticed that because I was staying alone, so whenever I was under pressure, the stress was so much because I was in my own space. And then there was a time where I had to move back to my parents' house. The scenario in my life didn't change. I was still struggling with school and stuff. But now being with people, it was as if the stress was being, you know, alleviated a little bit because I was around people. But when I was enclosed in my own room, it's as if everything was being magnified. You see? So God says it is not good for a man to be alone. So it means each time you feel like isolating yourself, I understand that there are times where you need your own time. But it's your own time, even not only you're not alone as a Christian. Even when you're taking your own time, it's with the Holy Spirit.
True.
But now the time where you begin to feel like I want to be alone, it's an attack.
Yeah, I see where you're getting it. Yeah.
You get what I mean? So it means you were not created to function alone. So if you don't have relationships, I'm not speaking about only men and women relationship, marriage, fiance, boyfriend, girlfriend. I'm speaking about a general relationship.
Yeah, true.
If there are no general relationship, don't say I like to be alone. It's an attack. You need to go and fast.
Yeah,
and pray.
That's true. And since you mentioned actually a relationship, there's something that also people should keep in mind is that most of the time when you jump into a relationship with a woman, after you starting dating, after getting married, what continues in the marriage is friendship.
Absolutely.
You see,
Absolutely.
because at the beginning, if we are not able to actually be friends, that's just telling each other, I love you, and everything. It will definitely stay at that extent.
Yeah.
But at the beginning, if we are able to actually be very friendship, very close to each other in the relationship, it's what will actually benefit us. That's why we'll have the freedom to easily express ourselves, the freedom to easily speak about anything, because a friend really sticks closer.
Yes,
and that's what
yes,
continues
yes.
also in the relationship.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we want to tackle 3 aspects of friendships. Like there are friends that are categorized in. We try as much as we could to categorize them in 3 different parts that Jonathan is going to break it down for us.
Yeah.
So Jonathan, tell us, what are the 3?
Yeah.
How can we split the different types of friendships?
Yeah. When I was doing actually my research, it's something that I've learned a long time ago. I also learned it from my mentor. They call it the triple C.
Interesting.
The triple C. So the first one is the confidant, and there's a constituent, and there's comrades.
Yes.
So all those 3 are actually what define friendship. So I'm gonna just give a brief description of the 3, then we'll dive in it.
Oh, absolutely.
So the first one which I mentioned, the confidants. Confidants are those that are there with you, your ups and downs, unconditional love. They stick with you, no matter what the situation you're facing, no matter the time. For example, you give them a call, they are there.
Yes.
And the constituents are those that are just there for benefits for their own agenda. If they see a potential in you, they come there, and once that potential is actually done and they see it elsewhere, they leave you, So most of the time when you get to a point also of not being able to actually differentiate which type of friend is this one, in which type of season am I in this relationship with, you end up actually thinking that this person really truly loves you, but they are just there for a specific agenda
season.
and leave,
Yes.
And the comrades are those that are with you whenever there's something that's you are against it. Like if there's something that you do not like, they will also be there, And if there's something that you need to actually build and succeed in, they're also gonna stick there with you. But that's what they only for in your relationship. They get to that point. For example, if you have to build let's say build a house, and you needed some assistance, they come there, they assist you, and they only help you when that thing is finalized. It succeed. When it succeed, they leave. You shouldn't get to the confusion of confusing them with comrades and the constituents.
Yes.
When you're able to actually differentiate the 2, you'll be able to really succeed. And according to my research, they say that once you're able to get a confidant, even if you have 2 or 3 of them, you're definitely going to be able to reach your destiny.
Wow.
Because that's really a blessing. Those ones are people that actually stick in your life, no matter the potential that you see, no matter the ups and downs, they'll encourage you for you to reach your destiny. It's really a blessing.
Yes.
So if you have them, stick with them and have them. Those were what I was going to break down with.
Absolutely. I also like to look at it in a sense of seasonal general friendship.
And then
that's
you
have
also true.
Seasonal, and then you have destiny friendship.
True.
So general friendship is basically people that people that you're nice with.
True.
You have like a casual relationship with them. There's nothing deep. I come to work, hey, how are you doing? How was your day? And so on and everything like that. And then we have who we call now seasonal friendship. You see, it's very important to understand the seasonal people in your life.
True.
They're not bad, neither are they wrong. You see, there are people that God will send in your life for a specific season. Maybe there's something He's trying to get out of you, all right? And He wants to position you with this person here so that you can gain from them. So
and
now,
then they can leave.
And then they're going to leave. It's what my brother was mentioning here. So the mistake we make is we want those people just to be like our body, We fail to see what input they're actually bringing in our life. You see, an example of a seasonal friendship. I'm trying to look for one in the Bible, but when it comes to me, I'm gonna give it. You see, so now seasonal friendship, there are those people where God sees, okay, this is a season of your learning. Okay, He sends them in your life, and then those people, they will be there to help you first. It may be, let's say, for instance, you be in the example actually came in mind. You see, so a seasonal friendship is like I'm not sure how accurate this will be, but it's very close. All right. Remember when Jesus, right, he was being taken to the cross, right? So there was a time where he could not carry his cross. All right. He was so tired. He was so beaten up. He couldn't. Then there was a guy, some black nigger. Oh, sorry. It's like saying black twice.
I think the soldiers actually the soldiers told him to actually go
to come, and you see. So those are people who come, right? They just help you to carry that burden. So remember when he was going to the cross, right? His cross anymore because he was too tired, right? So now another guy now came. He carried the cross for him during that season because he needed to get to the cross. Anyway.
True.
Yeah, so there are people that God will send you in those because you need to get to your destiny, right? And God sees that you are weak,
true.
and you can't get there. You send people, burden bearers. So these people, they lift you. All right, they ensure that you get there.
Yeah, those comrades, the one that I mentioned.
That's the thing. And then you have destiny friendship. So now these are people, okay, whether it works or it doesn't work,
do or die.
It's like, for instance, your parent.
Yeah.
You see, your parents, there's a type of destiny relationship. You see, they are with you. Okay?
They are stuck there, no matter what.
With them, no matter what. Whether you make it in life or you don't make it in life, they will be behind you. They will be there to support you. Your spouse, you see, is a destiny relationship. It's not a thing of, oh no, when things are working. Oh, no. Whether things are working or not, they are there.
Yeah.
And I think in life, you need this type of people. You see, if you only have friends that come when things are working.
Looking okay. Those are the wrong ones,
I'm telling you.
And if I have to add something else, especially in the process of becoming a man, you really need friends. Like, for example, there's certain situation whereby compared to our previous episode where we said you now moved out. I can say like I have about certain numbers on my phone, no matter what they're up and down. I know if I call those numbers, that person can actually send me something to actually help me to fix a specific situation, being able to really get to that point, you need also to be very open up, because I believe that when we get to a specific stage in our lives as we grow up, there's a point whereby we're looking for people who to trust. There's certain things that become so much in us that we want to just open up.
Yes.
We just want to open up. We want to cry to. We want to speak to. So that's also the process of you defining who's really the friend that you can actually trust. Trust also plays the role, because if you're able to find someone that you really trust, it will definitely also lead you to also reaching your destiny. That's something that's also to look at.
True.
Because if you are, for example, that's why sometimes you find people on the streets, he's speaking to himself. He's struggling to find who to talk to. Because speaking to someone, it's also where you actually see who's my friend that I can actually discuss certain things to,
That's
so I just wanted to open that bracket.
That's the thing. And I actually want to ask you a rhetorical question, our viewer. Are you that person that someone can count on also? In as much as you want those people to want to have those friends.
That's actually a nice question.
You see, are you a person that also someone can say, if I'm going, if hell comes down right now, I can call this person and you will always step up for me? You see, but then we also need to look at, okay, how do I get to a point where I have people who will be there for me no matter what? There are principles of friendship. The Bible says in the book of Proverbs, it says, he that shows himself friendly will have friends.
You will attract it.
That's the thing. So can you actually ask yourself a question today? Okay. There are people, right? And it's really a blessing. If you have these kind of people in your life, you need to thank God. There are people who will defend you even if you were wrong.
True.
You see, so it means you are wrong, right?
Yeah.
But these people will stand for you.
Definitely, yeah.
No, that's the thing. So now, can you actually ask yourself that today, I have those people, even one of them. You see, if there's no one who is willing to sacrifice himself to inconvenience themselves for you, my friend, you have to start praying.
Yeah, true.
Right?
You
have to start praying and reading books about friends.
Yeah, that's so true, because that friend is so true to you to the point whereby he's accepting at that specific moment to accept that to actually accept to take also the wrong that you're actually doing in that moment. But at the end of the day, you find them to a point whereby they approach you. You know that you didn't do well that side, you know, do it this way, you know. So those are the things that we are actually talking about at that extent, you know. You know, like when you give them a phone call, you're able to open up and tell them, you know, I was wrong, I messed up, you know. You know.
That's the thing. You know, you should be able to have friends who are to such an extent that even if you killed someone, you know, somewhere, you're able to call them and say, look, I murdered someone. And then those friends, you have to that extent.
Yeah, even if you will go to jail, but he's gonna be able to actually speak to you certain meaningful words to actually bring you back to your senses, to continue on that journey that you created for yourself. You know, going to prison. You know, but and those friends are actually the one that will come visit you in prison. You know what I'm saying? You find some friends that no matter how hot it is, that guy, you give him a call, you know, you're like, you know. That's the thing. You know, so you need to find it. You need to find it, and it's very, very key. And especially in this last days, you know, in this era, there's a lot of friends that you find that, just for swag.
You know, I'm telling you. It's crazy. It's crazy.
You know, it's just there because you change sneakers, like you change. You change what? How can I say? Your t-shirt or anything. The guy sees, this guy, he wears nice sneakers.
He's got money. You know? He's cool.
You
know, it seems like nice to be around him and so on. But I just want to speak about a few keys on how you can build friendship. True. The first thing I'll speak about is you need to pray for good friends. You see, it's God who really can send the right people to you. All right. So you need to be intentional. Say, God, you know what? If you say, no, me, I don't need people. Me, I'm fine by myself. Thank you very much. I'll give you 15 years from now. You'll probably be walking on the streets. You have no one to help you. You know, trust me.
We all need each other.
Need people.
You need each other.
So the first key will be to pray for the right friends. Say, God, help. Bring the right people to me, you know, that I may make the right friendship. The secondly, you want to be intentional about the people that you want to be friends with. You know, I always used to think that friendship just happened. We'll just connect, you know, we'll just, you know, we'll click. No, it doesn't happen.
Yeah,
we don't click.
And if I have to add, actually, the thing that actually helps you to identify your true friends, it's the longer the time you spend. Yes. You see, because if you're a person that your mind really works and you're actually intelligent and everything, spend at least a day, you just with that friend. You get to a point whereby there's certain things that will come out of that friend's mouth wouldn't make sense to you. And then it's going to start actually elaborating. Don't just pretend for the fact that you see that friend for 2 hours, then you hang up the phone, you guys go separate ways. Spend the day with a friend, then you'll be able to actually see that if this one is really true friend, because that friend will be able to pick up in that one day that, please fix this. It's not helping me. We can't continue this journey together because you need to actually adjust this. You need to fix this, you know.
Absolutely.
And for my sake, also for people out there, for the fact that I care for you, please buy this perfume, cut your hair, you know, change your say, all those things, you know. That friend will be able to actually elaborate that to you without even having any worry about feeling how bad you're gonna feel. Because they just want to adjust you and fix you, you know.
True. So intentionality. Thirdly, invest in your friends. Guys, buy your friend gifts. Give your friends money, you know. Show intentionality. I'm telling you, you know, there's something I've realized, right? Money is so powerful, right? Proof of your commitment. A big part of your commitment to a friendship is your investment, monetary.
Yeah, true.
I'm telling you, the Bible says where your treasures is, right? Your heart will also be there. Money is a treasure, right? If you intentionally invest, you buy your friend gift. You know, we live in a country where you see in South Africa, right? It's so crazy. People are so stingy. The word "give me" doesn't exist anymore. It's "borrow me." You know? I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's so true. That's so
No,
true.
like,
That's so true.
Someone is your friend. He's calling you, my friend, can you just borrow me 200? I mean, he's your friend, man. Give him.
Yeah.
You know, I come from a place where, like the country we came from, someone you can really bump into someone, right? And he's your friend. Oh no, hold this $200, like $4,000.
Yeah.
We're in South Africa. Even if this person is your friend, you call and say, you know what? Give me 4,000 rand. What? Give you? What do you
Give you.
No.
Yeah.
You see,
that's the
cultivate the habit of giving to your friends. You see, it builds something, you know.
Yeah.
In as much as the friendship is not about money or anything, right? But your investment, your monetary investment or material investment strengthens the bonds of your relationship.
Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. And it's really a fact. And it will just go, if I have to add something, it will go along with the love languages.
Yes,
you know,
yes.
Because if you're able to get to the extent of realizing that you can give so much for your friend, you know, you wouldn't look at how much you left with and everything. I'll also tell you to invest on knowing what are love languages.
Yes.
You know, there's certain friends that you have in your life, but you have never actually understood what is it that they really like the most. There's some friends that actually like gifts, just as my friend mentioned.
Yes.
And there's also friends that you find that just like attention, you know, quality time, spending time, you know. You find a friend that doesn't even require so much. You come there, you buy a bag of chips or something, you sit together, you watch a movie or something, and that's meaningful, and that's so enough for your friend to really rely and pour out also whatever that they may also have, you know. So yeah, quality and being able to actually learn about the love languages of your friend, it will really help you to get good friends. Yeah,
absolutely. And my last point will be pray with your friends. Remember the first one I said, pray for your friends.
Yeah.
Pray with your friends. There's actually this illustration that they usually show. They usually use it a lot for relationship, but a relationship between a man and a woman. But I also believe it applies to any type of relationship. So you have a triangle, and then you have one person on one side and one person on the other side, and then God is on top, right? Yeah. So now, as they move towards God, the narrower the triangle is becoming. So they're getting closer and closer together. You need to have times where you pray with your friend, because then it strengthens your bond together. Yeah. See, the moment you have identified that this is my destiny friendship, pay any price there is. When I say any price in the context of godliness, all right? Pay any price there is to maintain that friendship. Swallow your pride if you need to swallow it. But if you know that this person here, God has set him or her for my destiny, pay any price there is to preserve that relationship.
And if I have to add actually an example, my personal experience also identifying a true friend.
Yes.
That later on became my mentor. He became my spiritual father. He became my godfather, you know. So at the beginning, you know, with the peer pressure of the life and everything, you saw certain things that not really understanding the value of friendship. I was actually neglecting, you know, that friendship. But when I got into a point also of actually start restructuring my life, it made me to really see the potential that friend had, you know, because that friend actually helped me to actually now understand my true destiny, my true purpose, you know. By doing so, it helped me to actually let go certain things, and it readjusted me. So why did I open those brackets? Simply to tell you that it was the destiny friend, as my friend mentioned. Through prayer, sometimes that friend also, certain words that was coming out of his mouth, it was what God wanted me to hear. You know, for the fact that you get into a point also, you question yourself sometimes, how do I hear God? but who's the true person that you have gotten closer to you to get to a point of portraying what is it that God wants you to hear. You
Absolutely.
know, sometimes you're like, I'm looking for God. God is so far and everything, but God is already there through that friend that He has placed in you. You know, so closer to you. So make sure that you pray and continue. You know, so yeah,
absolutely.
That's something that
absolutely. So we're gonna end here for today. I really hope this session was a blessing for you. If there's something that you need to remember, nothing works alone. Everything works on the basis of relationship.
Yeah.
So if your life is not moving forward, right, it's because there's a relationship missing. And the most important relationship is that of you and Jesus.
Fact.
So that's the beginning of a proper relationship. You see, so if you fix it with Jesus, then He aligns all other relationship that needs to fall in place for you to excel in your life.
I like this
all
conclusion.
Right. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone, for joining us.